fairies. This is Serafaery with fairy hair sparkles, and I just wanted to do another little quick tutorial how to tie fairy hair since I haven't done one in a bit. So if you found me, you are probably aware that there are quick and easy, cheap tinsel ways to tie hair with a slip knot, and then there's the true fairy hair knot. So we're going to learn the true fairy hair knot. It's a single strand of sparkle on a single strand of hair. It is a bit harder to learn, takes some practice, but it is worth it to get that long-lasting result. There's two things that make fairy hair stay for sometimes months and months, even sometimes up to a year. They're just tied to one hair, so obviously they're going to come out when that hair comes out. If you use the really high quality silk based sparkles, they're gonna be a lot more durable, a lot softer, and they're gonna last a lot longer, and the correct knot will also give you that longevity that people love. The best things about the high quality sparkles too is that, so my customers do a lot of processing to their hair, several of them, lots of flat ironing and curling, dyeing, all kinds of stuff, and whatever your hair can handle, the sparkles can handle if you get the good ones. So I highly recommend coming to me for sourcing, just because I've done, what is it, like 12 years of research now, and I only sell what I use in my practice. But yeah, let's do a little how-to really quickly. I've seen a lot of stuff out there lately on the internet charging for how to learn, and I just want you to know you don't have to do that. You can just learn for free, so you can do it. So like previous videos, I'm going to start with the hand tying method just to show the shape of the fairy hair knot. So I'm going to pretend I'm tying on a red head, and so here's their hair. I'm going to line up a sparkle end to end with that. I am right-handed, so I'm going to do a left hand thumb and ring finger pinch. Pinch those two together and slide down, 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 down until I reach resistance. That would be at wherever that hair originates. Now I'm going to use my top two fingers to grip the hair and the sparkle together and make this little tension window. Now, instead of using my pixie hook, I'm just going to use my fingers as my pixie hook and show you very clearly this loop. So you grab the hair and the sparkle together and you do this twist. This is the critical part of the fairy hair knot, is this cross right here. You need that X. And you're going to come down and pinch this loop down below your thumb. Now, if I were to come back up the way I came and grab the hair and the sparkle, I'm going to undo that cross. So I have to come back up forward to keep it crossed. And I'm going to pinch the hair and the sparkle together and pull them through my loop. I can let go with the top two fingers at that point. And now, while I keep holding on with this thumb, I'm going to grab the hair and the sparkle again and pull, 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 close this loop. Keep closing and it'll close right under your thumb there. Keep going until you feel it close. So we're not quite done here. This knot, it's not quite all the way closed. So being careful not to pull their hair, I often will reach back and grab just the sparkle and give one last little tug to flatten that out. Occasionally, it's still slightly chunky, and I have to also do that with the hair. So I'm holding the sparkle on the other side, so I'm not pulling anyone's hair, but I'm just giving a little tug to close that knot completely. And now we have a very, very teeny wee little fairy hair knot. Yeah, so that's the shape of it. And what happens if you cross the other way, I'll just show you, because this is something that happens on accident many times in the beginning. So I make my X and I pinch it, and then I I come back through. And now if you look under here, this isn't actually crossed anymore. It's just an open loop. So if I go to grab the hair in the sparkle and pull it through the loop and let go and pull it closed, there's nothing to knot. It just undoes itself because there wasn't a cross anymore. So that's a mistake that if you're seeing that, it just means you're twisting the wrong direction to come back and grab the hair in the sparkle. You need to keep going the way you were going. Okay, so this is one of my favorite ways to practice, is with the fairy hair tied onto the handle of something, just a little bag or something. When I'm first teaching people the knot, I have everybody do this. So I'm gonna grab, I think this is a sea foam, and tie it to one of these pretend very shiny copper hairs. I'll line these up end to end. The hair and the sparkle together. Pretty close. Close enough. Thumb and ring finger pinch with my left hand. And I'm gonna go down, 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 down until I get to the end of that hair. Now I'm gonna pinch with my top two fingers. Got the hair and the sparkle together, got my little window, my little pixie hook tool, open my latch, and then I'm gonna put this latch side down away from me, not, so down on top, not underneath from behind. So open and down away. The hook goes open away from me. Come down here, this will cross, make a little cross, and I'm pinching that loop under my thumb. I can make a much smaller loop with the tool, which is really nice. I'm gonna swing back up around and pop that loop off my latch. Now I can grab the sparkles from either way, behind or in front. At this point, it doesn't matter. And I'm keeping really nice tension on my thumb here so that that loop pulls that latch closed. And now I can release with my top two fingers and pull the hair and the sparkle through my little loop, tiny, tiny loop. Keep a hold of that pinch, grab the tail and the sparkles, pull, pull, pull till it's closed. And I like to kind of pinch with my fingers and push it toward their head, just to make sure I'm not pulling hair and getting the knot as close as I can. So this is pretty good. Yeah, that's a pretty good one, but I can still kind of feel it. So this is where my 12 years of practice comes in, where I'm like, oh, I think I want to go back and just tighten this a little more so that I for sure make sure it stays tied. So I'm gonna grab just the fairy hair tail and give it a little extra tug. And then if I need to, maybe the hair as well, but not pulling on their hair, so I'm holding on that other side so I don't hurt anybody. And now this knot is even smaller and smoother and tinier. So that's the knot we want. Yeah. There's your fairy hair knot. Is that at all helpful? I don't know. As like how to, in the, like super basic other questions. I mean, you can pay someone to give you a package of like, you know, how to do fairy hair, but it's gonna be different for everybody. Everybody has a different situation. States have different rules as far as licensing and insurance. So, but super basic, like for display, I like to use just like a really simple artboard with binder clips at the top, and that can just fold in half and you can take it anywhere. It's really light and easy and portable. I use the little blue pixie hook tool mostly, but the natural handled one works great too. Little tiny manicure scissors are nice to have. And then finding space, it's up to you. Like, do you like working in your own studio? Do you want to rent one like I have here? Or do you want to just do parties, run around and travel, do festivals, get a pop-up, 10 by 10 pop-up booth, and find a little local gift store that could use a little bit of extra foot traffic. Set up in a corner with a little table and a little mirror. I think I got this guy at the thrift store for like $5 or something. I mean, at least in Oregon, fairy hair doesn't require any sort of license. You aren't a hair braider because we're just attaching, we're just adorning, we're just tying one hair and one sparkle together. So we're not clumping hair together in any kind of way. It's just an addition, right? So like a little gilding. So it's more in line with the kinds of things that festivals have, like face painting or henna. We're more like that. You can get a very simple, straightforward bodywork insurance, it's called, for like anybody who touches anybody when they're working. And it's usually, you can just Google that really quickly. It's about $100 a year, very inexpensive. Probably will never use it, but it's nice to have. Other places might have different setups for how to license yourself if you're touching people's hair. I don't know. You'd have to research that yourself. So yeah, I don't know. I think the most important thing if you want to do fairy hair is to enjoy it and be you and take your time and give yourself some patience and room and flexibility to get familiar with the knot, get familiar with your space and like how you want to work and where you want to work and who you want to work with. And yeah, anybody can do it. Just go do it. Go sparkle the world. The more the merrier. So that's my video for today. I know people have been asking about getting closer, getting the knot closer to the root, so I might do another one of those. I do have one. I'll link that here too, down below or whatever. Yeah, hope that's helpful. Good to see you, and I will see you in the realm. Thank you for watching.